Okay, question one. Sam has been asked to plot coordinates. Can you spot any mistakes? So A, -3, 2, that's fine. B, 0, 2 up. And the first one's across, second one's how many up or down? So 0, 2, B should actually be there, so that was wrong. C, -1, -4, fine with that. And D, 4, -4 should be here. So he plotted B and D wrong. Okay, find the missing coordinates. So remember, how many along, how many up? So this surely must be 9 along, and how many up is 9, 5. So that one should have been. Here is a shaded square on an X and Y axis. For each of these points, put a tick to show if it's inside the square or outside the square. So 50, 70, 50 would be less than this one, but it'd be above here. So that would be outside the square. 60 -30, 60 -30 would be about there, which is inside. -10 would be around here, and then 50 would be about there. So that's inside. -30, -30, that's outside, isn't it? Okay, find the midpoint of this one. So it's gone from 4 along to 14 along. So essentially you're looking for the middle of 4 and 14. There's loads of ways you can do it. One way is add them and half it. And that would be 9. So it's 9, must be 9 across, and they're both not up. Okay, the midpoint of this line segment is 4, 7. What are the coordinates of B? Zoom in on this one. Okay, I would just look at your X coordinates, and then I would look at your Y coordinates. Okay, so you've gone from 1 along. So 1 along to 4 along. So 1 to 4, that is a gap of 3, isn't it? So you have to go on another gap. If that's the same gap, that'd be 3 again. So 3 more onto that one. Must begin with 7. And then from 4 to 7, that is another gap of 3, isn't it? So then it's going to be another gap of 3 up. So 7 plus 3 would be 10 there. What are the coordinates of the endpoints? So they've found these gaps. They know it was 9 and 6, 9 and 6. So let's look at our X coordinates. The 6. And then across 9 more would be 15. And then the 3 up another 6 would be 9, like that. And then if we're working backwards, we were on 6. And then we're going back 9. So that would be -3 it begins with. And it's dropping 6 from 3. You drop 6 from 3, take away 6 from 3, you get -3 there as well. Tricky on that. Okay, plotting linear graphs. Y is X plus 2. So the Y coordinate is whatever the X one is, add 2. So you just literally swapping that in for that number. So Y would be 1 add 2, that'd be 3. Y would be 2 add 2, which is 4. 3 add 2 is 5. 4 add 2. Okay, and then you've put an M. So 1, 3 is there. 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6, 5, 7, and then you need to draw a line. Now that pattern would continue forever, so you need to like follow it all the way through. Don't just do it through those points, do it through the whole way. The Y coordinate is 2 lots of the X one, so basically double the X coordinate to get your Y one. Double that is 2, double that is 4, 6, 8, 10. So 1, 2 is there, 2, 4, 3, 6, 10. Follow that on. There you go. Double the X coordinate, take away 2. So double that, take away 2. Double it is 2, take away 2, 0. Double it is 4, take away 2, 2. Double it is 6, take away 2 is 4. Double it is 8, take away 2 is 6. Double it 10, take away 2, 8. So 1, 0, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 5, 8. Next one will be 6, 10, wouldn't it? If you followed that pattern on, we could do one more count. Okay, and then that would be like that. Keep going. So 1 plus the x coordinates, whatever that is, add 1 to it. So 0, add 1 to that 1, add 1 to that 2. So -1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and then a line through them. Whatever the x coordinate is, take away 3. So -1, imagine that, take away 3, you end up on -4. Take away 3 is -3, take away 3 is -2. Okay, so -1, -4, 0, -3, 1, -2. There's probably too many of these questions in there. 3, 0, and then a line through them. Right, last one of these. 3 take away, it's a tricky one. 3 take away -1. And that means, hopefully you know by now, 2 minuses put together, that makes, if you're taking away a negative, you're adding, aren't you? So that'd be 4. 3 take away 0 is 3. 3 take away 1 is 2. 3 take away 2 is 1. 3 take away 3 is 0. -1, 4, 0, 3. This one goes down, doesn't it? 1, 2, 2, 1, and 3, 0. Okay, did this loads. The y equals mx plus c. The number in front of x is the gradient, and the integer term on its own is the intercept. So the number in front of x here is 2. The y-intercept would be, if you think of it as graph, it's you know it's 1, but that coordinate there will be none across, 1 up. Just need to do it like that. The gradient. I'm just going to highlight all the gradients so you can see them. So the number in front of the x is always the gradient. Okay, there's some with no number, isn't there? But we'll go through them. So the gradient, that one is 2. Be 3, and that would be 0, -1. The gradient will be -2. Remember, it's 0, and then that number. Gradient would be 3. Now there's nothing to add on here, is there? So the y-intercept would be 0, 0. Now remember, in front of x, if there's nothing there, you put a 1. So the gradient there would be 1, and your y-intercept would be 0, 2. So there's nothing there, so that must be -1 like that, -1x. So the gradient is -1, and the y-intercept is 0, 4. Kind of like flipped over here. It doesn't have to always be in that order. So the gradient is this number now, so it's -2, and that'd be 0, 5. Remember, that's -1, and 0, 6. That'd be 1, 0, 10. Okay, you've dead good at this in lesson, to be fair. The table shows some information about the dinner options of students at school. Use the information given to complete the missing entries in the table. Okay, so year 7, must have been 100 people in year 7. There's 30 like pizza. 24 chose fish and chips. You need to work out what's left to add up to 100. So you've got 54 there, haven't you? So 54 to get to 100. It's essentially that question, which is 46. Got that. We can work out how many people chose pizza, don't we? Just add up those 3 numbers to work out how many people chose pizza. That's 57. That would be 109. Same again on this one. So we've got 110, add 21, that would be 131. Okay, these 2 plus something is 56. Well, we've got 43 there if we added them, so that must be 13. I don't know if you got that. Okay, we can work out how many people in year 8 and year 9 now, can't we? these three make how many people were in year 8, wasn't there? So that's 80, 91, add 19, that's 110 in year 8. We've got 73, add 13, that's 86. And then we can work out how many people were in total. 100 in year 7, 110 in year 8, that's 210, add 86, that's 296 people in total. You could have added those three as well if you wanted to, just to double check. If you add those three, you should get 286 as well. Okay, we've got to fill it in. So 65 pupils were asked. That means the total amount of people is 65. Asked if we'd like to go on a school trip. 37 of the pupils are boys. 12 girls said they would like to go to Germany. Girls, Germany, 12. 25 boys said they prefer to go to France. Is that it? That's all we can get the rest of the table now, can't we? Boys with the 25 said they prefer to go to France, and there's 37 in total. That must mean that is 12, because 25 add 12 is 37. Add them, that's 24. France and Germany make the total. So we've got, that must be 41, isn't it? 41 add 24 is 65. And then that one is 28, is it? Yeah. If you do 65, take away 37, that'll get you 28. And then that one would be 16. Okay, this is trickier. We just got to set up your own table. Right, so let's just check, there's 3 things. So I need like 3 columns here and then a total. So like football, tennis, running, total. And on the sides, you're going to need, let's give a bit of information to boys and girls. And then a total there. Okay, if that table's set up for you, it's that easy, and it's just setting it up for yourself. Okay, and then you should be able to know how to fill this in. So 53 students attend, that means the total amount of students is 53. There are 24 boys. 22 students chose football, of which 8 were girls. You missed that. 8 boys chose tennis. 12 girls chose running. Right, you could probably work out the rest now, couldn't you? So what you add to 8 to get to 22, that would be 14. 14 and 8 is 22, so that must be 2. 2 and 12 is 14. We can work out how many girls there are, aren't we? 24 add 29 is 53. And then we've got 8 and 12 is 20. So to get to 29, that must be 9. Then 8 and 9 is 17. I'm just going to check out this right this time because I've done that very quickly. I'm just going to check the bottom 3 add up to 53. That's worked. Yeah, must have got it right. Okay, so done the two-way table. How many students chose running? 14. A student is chosen at random. It's the probability, isn't it? What is the probability that a boy who chooses running is picked? So boy running is 2 out of all the students that have been picked. So that'd be 2 out of 53. Okay, same again. So Soapview and Howitts, we've got EastEnders, Coronation Street, and Emmerdale. EastEnders, Emmerdale, and Coronation Street. And then total, boys and girls, or men and women. And say you didn't get this question, and now it makes sense to you that I've drawn the table. Maybe draw a table now and have a go at it. So draw this table and pause it and see if you can do this question now. Some people didn't get this one. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the answer now. So a total of 47 people watched EastEnders, of which 12 were men, 29 women watched Coronation Street, and 16 women watched Emmerdale. Of the 25 men that were surveyed, so it's been a total of 25 men, 3 watched Emmerdale. Right, we're good to go now, aren't we? So 12 add 3 is 15, so it must be 10. 10 and 29 must be a total of 39 who watched Coronation Street. Emmerdale is 19. That must be 35. 35 add 16 is 51. 51 add 29 is 80. And then 25 add 80 is 105. Again, I'm just going to check these bottom 3, add up to 105, then I've got it right. 47 add 19, add 39. All good, got it right. Okay, don't forget to answer these questions. How many people watched Emmerdale? That's 19. How many people were asked? 105. Right, if someone's in direct proportion, it's been a while since we did this, it's a graph that starts at 0, 0, and it's a straight line. So it has to begin here, and it has to be a straight line. Now, I don't care what the gradient is. It could be any slope, as long as it's a straight line. The only one that's like that out of these was B. So 0, 0, straight line, it's that one. Not that, not that, and not that. Draw 2 more graphs that's in direct proportion. Right, again, as long as it starts here and it's a straight line, so something like that, and something like that. And we're done.